The COVID-19 pandemic is changing the world. In some ways, it's changing the world for the better. To help us understand some of those changes, CyberLink CEO Jau Huang joins us now. And we want to first thank you because you're joining us. You are 12 hours time difference. It's midnight. So we appreciate your being here. But some of the ways the world has changed, we're experiencing, for instance, in New York City, went to a restaurant just over the weekend, did everything on the phone, from ordering from their menu, paying for it through the phone. It was all contactless payment. And your technology may or may not be a part of it, but that's the kind of thing you do, correct?
That's true. We do face recognition.
So when you look at this world coming our way, do you see us ever going backward, or do you see it even going much faster towards this kind of contactless payment systems?
I actually believe that face recognition is really a helpful technology, although we want to be careful using that for surveillance on public, general public. However, on the recent new development, let me basically say what we did. We have a product called FaceMe that fundamentally it does face recognition for many applications. And then just this several months ago, when COVID-19 became a problem, then there's a demand saying, can we do mask detection, right? And then we have our engineers quickly look into that issue, and amazingly, we did come out a very good solution that, so you can do, three things. One, you can detect if this customer or employee wears a mask or not. Two, is that we're wearing, is your nose covered. Three, even if wearing a mask, we still can recognize you are Adam and she's Julie. And lastly, we integrate that with the temperature camera, so we can even tell your temperature at your forehead. So if you have a high temperature, the access control will not allow you to enter the gate. So suddenly it become a very useful tool for today's public areas like restaurants, that we would like people to not having a fever, wearing a mask, and we still know who you are. So if there's an access control, it will still open to the right people. So it's amazing.
So talk to us about you mentioned some of the use cases there. I'm curious where it is being used, if it is being implemented yet, especially in reaction to coronavirus. I mean, we've had some situations here in the United States where there have been confrontations at retail outlets in particular, when a person has to come up and say, you have to put your mask on. So how would this sort of, or is that one of the ideas, is that it would help to avoid those sort of confrontations?
Well, actually, you raise a very good point. We have been working with a few leading retail tech distributors as well as a chain store. And one of our partners have built a kiosk. So what it does is at the entrance, I mean, sometimes we don't want our employees to confront with customers, right? But if we put on a kiosk saying, if a customer passing by, measure the temperature, check automatically if the mask is wearing, and if something wrong, then you can have a pre-recorded voice saying, Mr. or Mrs., please wear a mask before you enter. So it reduces the chance that the customer can get very mad at an employee. So yeah, it's already going to be implemented in like restaurants, shopping malls. So it's going to be widespread.
Your FaceMe technology, we have facial recognition technology on some of our smart devices now. I think it's terrific, but we've seen the likes of, for instance, Apple look at possibly going backward to the thumb ID that they use. Do you worry that there may be a reaction to face technology, face recognition technology that could hit your business?
Well, actually, the reason that facial recognition has become a topic that people talk about is very precise now because the AI's help. And look, most of amazing new technologies, they are two-sided, right? One can help life, and one can be a little bit problematic. And we believe that as long as a good regulations, in fact, I think that is what's very important, that government put in the regulations, then we know what can be done and what cannot. And for those can be done, it can be very, very effective.